for the first time, I felt like I was doing something for real. It took a lot of time, it took a lot of effort, and I saw for the first time how artists have it hard as well. It's honest work, and the Tin Soldier was built on the honest work.
I came across Prodigal Son on YouTube and I was hooked. It was a beautiful play. So I started looking for scripts, and I found the script, and I read the script 5 times, and each time I read it, it was beautiful. It was the way it was written. Every character had something had so much to contribute, and it was just so beautiful that I thought it would be injustice to just keep it to myself.
Last year my role was mostly to sit and with my legs crossed and say a few lines and be part of lots of scenes. With this year it has been a very intimate kind of play because it only has 2 actors in it and there is 1 director, and then the 2 actors get together very often and rehearse lots of lines. So that way is very different. We had to practice the pushing 15 times so that she would get comfortable pushing me. So I guess there is some power dynamics there which makes her hesitate to push me as hard as she would have pushed Devangana, for example.
For me personally, I don't have any class with Ankita, and I haven't interacted with her in a class setting or that much before, honestly. So it's very nice getting to know a teacher outside of that.
Not in an academic setting.
Yeah, not in
just
an
as a person.
It's really lovely. Yeah, it's very, very nice.
Theatre season for me personally is definitely one of the high points of the year. I think I get to see students in a different light. They get to see me and other teachers, whoever are participating, in a different light. And I think there are a lot of giggles and laugh and lots of sharing and conversations.
I think it's perhaps the ultimate in project-based learning that we do. There's nothing like it that I've heard of at any other UWC. For me it turns the tables beautifully because I'm used to teaching and being the one that other people, I'm guiding other people, and I tend to have more knowledge and experience in the area that I'm teaching than the students do, and that is not the case in theatre season. I'm a simple actor or singer or performer, and I'm being directed by students who are more experienced at directing and are better, and I'm learning from them.
The moment right before I went on stage, I had so much adrenaline. It was like this high shoulders, and also the first performance I was not ready. My shoes were untied and I was stressing out about my vest and I had to button up, and I had to put out my hair, and this was all happening while the first song was going on already, which made me super anxious. However, when I actually stepped on stage and I was okay, this is the moment where you have to put on your actor and put on your character, and you cannot stress about Eden stuff anymore because that's irrelevant as Hamilton. It all kind of fades away and you just become extremely focused on the things that you have to do, because you have to remember all of these things like facial expression, body language, your lines, what you're singing, where you're looking, all of this things. They are so important for the audience, and yeah, so when you step on stage, it's really nice because you know exactly what to focus on.
One of the things that I was really happy about the play was that we were able to include so many people. We had a cast of 30 people with the head of college in it, with so many people from staff in it, so many people from faculty, and then the student body itself. So it felt like a mini community engagement, and I was very happy to see both faculty and students and staff, interacting and bonding over the play so much.
It was just so fun to see the difference between the first and the second show, because in the first show we were just focusing as performers to deliver the actual play and like have people understand the plot. But then in the second show we just went all out, we did whatever we wanted, half of it was improvised. We were just having so much fun with it as actors, probably more than the audience themselves.
I was really scared, like at least before our first premiere night, I was like really scared. I was like, oh no, no, no. And then there was this scene where I had to like put blood on my hands and then wipe it off before the next scene. But I kind of forgot how to do that. I had blood all the way through. So I was quite anxious, but I think the anxiety actually helps me act better. So it all worked out in the end.
In terms of like props and set and just managing everyone, I think I just wanted the play to be the musical, to be as big and as bold as possible, like to be as outrageous as possible. So I wanted this musical to be something that there's always something to capture interest, and there's like never a dull moment. And I think we captured that. We made it very colourful and very like bodacious.
That it is coming together very nicely, mostly because of the communication between the members. They understand each other at the time of rehearsing, so the flow, even when sometimes there's some improvisation, the flow is very smooth.
Creative freedom is really important, and that like our entire cast has like different personalities, and maybe some like don't go hand in hand, but like through this play I've really learned that like making compromises is important, and like communication, because like sometimes we've had like quarrels and stuff, but we've never really like not gotten through them. So I think our class has really learned to communicate, and I think I've learned more about communication in this entire process of rehearsing with our cast.